Hey Barstow, I'm Suryo.
And I'm Josh. We have a busy show for you today, so let's roll the intro.
Starting off with some announcements. Middle school debate had a competition on November 18th at Eisenhower Middle School. The squad won 7 of the 10 available awards that featured a dozen schools across the metro.
On Tuesday, middle school Barstow debate finished the first semester on a high note, with several top finishers in Student Congress at the Carl B. Bruce Middle School debate tournament. The competition featured a new Senate division, and all 3 Barstow Senate entries placed in the top 5. We congratulate everyone that participated.
Speaking of debate, middle school has a debate club. Let's check out this piece made by Rohan.
It is our choices that show us what we truly
We kick
are.
off today's debate with a 1-minute constructive from Ella J on why Harry Potter is better than Star Wars. She's debating against Ella H, who is arguing on the side of Star Wars. This speech gives Ella J an opportunity to lay down her base evidence to argue her points.
Superiority over Star Wars because it has what Star Wars is.
Wait, can we wait?
We now move to a 30-second cross-ex with Ella H, where she is able to question some of the core arguments Ella J made in her constructive. This will help her set up her own constructive, as well as questioning some of the points that Ella J made.
In the middle of the night, and then you grow up with your terrible aunt and uncle and cousin, and then some random dude bursts in, and then takes you and tells you you're a wizard and takes the ankles. Okay. Star Wars is better.
Ella H is now given the opportunity to give her 1-minute constructive, showing the arguments that she will expand on later in the debate.
And there is a movie.
Do you agree that there are
Ella J now has 30 seconds to question Ella H on the arguments that she made in her constructive.
Grindelwald and a lot of the. So you said that Harry Potter was less.
We now move to the rebuttal speeches. Widely considered to be the deciding factor in any debate, each person is given a whole minute to pick apart any inconsistencies they can find in the other person's arguments. This is the speech that Ella J is giving right now.
Also, a lot of the main characters do die. Dobby dies.
Mentioned him. He was only told for a little bit, and he was really in the Fantastic Beasts.
It is now Ella H's turn to give her rebuttal.
There was also, you said that we also kind of knew.
Okay, who votes for Harry Potter?
And finally, the debate concludes with an audience vote on who they think won. The person who receives the most votes is the winner.
Rohan, did you guys know you're also a debate club? Raise your hands.
All right.
Star Wars!
The Barstow Middle School First Lego League FLL teams had their qualifying competition on Saturday at Olathe Northwest. 18 teams, including 3 from Barstow, were competing for 5 sports at the regional competition. The Knights earned a spot in the regional competition, which will take place on January 29th at Crown Center.
The first middle school basketball game is on December 4th at Pembroke. Good luck to all who are competing.
With more on sports news, let's check out the piece made by Jacob, Will, and Carson about the Sports Card Trading Club.
This year I chose to do a sports club because I was confronted by a couple of my 6th grade PE students from last year, and they asked if I'd be interested, and I said it sounded like a really good idea to get the middle school classes together for fun club like the sports club.
Stuff. You got any good stories about any good pulls or any cards or anything that make sure you
I'd say my favorite sports player right now, again, and I'm a huge college football fan, so I'd say anyone from Ohio State. I tend to follow the guys. Their wide receiver core is really good, so Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson probably the 2 guys I follow the most. I currently probably have about I've had to guess by 25,000 cards in collection. Yeah, I've got a ton of just common cards, just laying baseball, football, and basketball cards from 30, 35 years ago. Probably the most expensive sports card I have right now was a card that got handed down to me, but I found in my grandfather's basement when he passed away. It was an old Babe Ruth card. Probably as a knockoff Babe Ruth card it's from like the 1960s. I said it's like a throwback card. It's probably worth a couple $1,000. My favorite card, tough question. A lot of people's their favorite card is probably their most expensive cards. For me, again, I'd probably say I was a huge Ken Griffey Jr. fan, but probably a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. It's probably my favorite card I own.
Hey, Surya, have you seen the tree in the hallway next to the lobby?
No, I haven't. What's that?
Thankfully, we caught up with Coach White to tell us all about it, and right after that, we can check in on the environmental club piece that Emily made.
Well, welcome to the Middle School Student Council Gratitude Tree. We've been doing this for about 3 years now. We missed a year in there like everything else, but it started with trying to find a way to let people know that how grateful we are for them and how wonderful it is to walk by and go, oh look, somebody's grateful for me. I really love that people see their names up here, and I'm hoping that we just keep adding to it. I think it's really special for us to just take a second, take a breath, and say, we appreciate you. We're so happy to have you part of our lives. So we're kind of thinking that we're gonna extend this on through till winter break and make it snowflakes if it ever snows. But then keep the gratitude idea, something awesome you did throughout this year that you wouldn't mind posting up there, and we'll have snowflakes to add to our leaves. That's about it.
I am Mrs. Garrels. I am the Middle School Environmental Club sponsor, and I teach middle school and upper school science. So I teach 8th grade earth science and 10th grade physical science. So in the first quarter, the Middle School Environmental Club has been working towards creating different kinds of environmental educational posters. Specifically, they're taking a look at recycling just to kind of spread awareness throughout the school on how to recycle right, what's recyclable, and just to try to increase our school's recycling rate.
I joined the environmental club because I want to make a difference in the way that Barstow recycles and uses plastic.
The Middle School Environmental Club is they've set some goals, and they would like to try to bring awareness to students and to faculty, different issues, environmental issues that are going on in the world right now, and kind of how people can make individual actions to make positive impacts on the environment.
Me and my club members have been putting up posters, and we are thinking about doing some composting in the cafeteria, as well as maybe replacing some of the plastic utensils.
We are a pretty small club, so we would love to have more middle school students join us. In our club, we are open to more ideas on what we could do, and again, we're open to having more members. We are also open to the idea of possibly meeting after school outside of kind of the Wednesday scheduled time for middle school club meetings. So if you want to get involved, it's not too late.
Lastly, remember that finals are quickly approaching. Make sure to start studying now rather than later.
Well, that's all we have for you today. I've been Josh.
And I've been Surya. Stay well, Barstow.